Hey guys! It's another episode of The Fruit of Grisaia. First, I'd like to apologize for a short episode last time, and I don't know how long this one's going to be, obviously. But I want to apologize for that. I say short episode, though obviously if you look at that video, it's an hour long, so you know. But obviously, a bit of that is not Grisaia, really. That was kind of a thing, wasn't it? Thank you for everyone who just kind of gave me a minute to ramble there at the end, because, again, I got some stuff on my mind trying to figure out what it's about, where I am, who I am, what's going on. It's a thing. So yeah, everyone who just gave me that time, I want to say thanks. If you did stick through it, number one, how dare you, because you give some sort of impression you care about me in some way, which is weird. But yeah. I don't know, it was a thing. So, thanks. Anyway, yeah, so we're here for another episode of The Fruit of Grisaia. This should be 78. 78, 9. Anyway. Yeah, in the last episode, I believe this is actually still the same scene. I'm sorry I cut it when I did, but obviously I ended up filling some time. But yeah, so I do believe this is a continuation of that same scene. But basically we're sitting around talking with everybody and kind of seeing how Michiru not being around has really kind of started affecting everyone. Now Makina is even more of a demon, you know. Amane's still kind of lovely. Yumiko's still just Yumiko, honestly. I've not noticed anything really particularly different about her. And Sachi's running herself ragged. It's a thing. But yeah, and then basically ended and then we came here. Again, we got almost nothing done, but I talk a lot, so it was to be expected. And then, again, I had like 20 minutes of complicated shit. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go on this and talk about how much we miss Michiru again, because that hasn't changed in the past 5 minutes. Thankfully my teeth haven't really gone crazy on me, so I'm assuming that has kicked in, or I'm poisoning myself and taking way too many. I feel like taking one extra batch wouldn't do it, but also I don't know, and I don't remember when I took it earlier. Damn it! Anyway. Let us continue, shall we? I shall try not to make too many tangents and weird conversations about who I am as a human being. But let's be real. That's been a lot of this series, hasn't it? Anyway. Am I recording? Thank God. Michiru should be back in another 2 days or so. I'm curious about the results of her examination, but I've decided to refrain from contacting her beforehand. Probably better not to give the girl too much to think about right now. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but also would want to kind of reassure her a little bit, if you could. Hopefully she'll return before these small stresses the group's been undergoing build up into something troublesome.
Kazami-kun.
What's up, baby girl? What's up, grape-aliciousness? How you doing, man? What? You to file another complaint about Makina? Like Yumiko when she smiles, man, it's a treasure. Sakaki hands me a number of souvenir flags from her vacation, a half a dozen to be exact. These for Michiru? No.
できれば自分で渡したかったけど、なかなかタイミングがつかめなくて。それで、風見くんなら仲いいみたいだから、自然に渡せるかなって思って。
Maybe Yumiko also is in love with Michiru. Yes, I'm on board with this plan. I will fight you, though. Wait, she has a knife. Shit. Okay. Fucking A. Understood. I'll pass them on. Can I just tell her they're souvenirs from Sakaki?
そうね。でも 言わなくてもいいけど。
She is a dangerous person, I will say this. Again, I'm not super on... I want to put Yumiko in my mouth or nothing. I am just saying, though, I do want to give her a fucking hug. If I earn over 6 penance without saying a word, she'll probably just be a little confused.
そうか。じゃあ、そうしておいて。
Alright, thanks.
え?
I'm expressing gratitude on Michiru's behalf. Thanks for souvenirs. Alright, you. What is this woman? I don't know, but she's pretty great. I'm a fan. Gotta get things prepared for a smooth return. Since our maid is currently exhausted, maybe I should tidy up Michiru's room in her place. Then again, fiddling about in a woman's room without permission strikes me as a bit questionable. Also, to be honest, it would be pretty damn embarrassing if anyone noticed me doing it. Yeah, man. You'd be the kind of person to dig in her drawers. For her drawers, I would. It's bad luck. But, I mean, I'd ask for permission first, but I'd do it. Drawers is not a flattering term for women's undergarments. Like, for a dude, I actually preferred something like that. You know, there's worse things to call them. My nose is very itchy today, I've noticed. You notice that? I've been doing it like 27 times, and it keeps not stopping every time I goddamn do it. It's really, really irritating. But point is, like I'm just saying. Panties are where it's at. Anyway. All of the pressure in my head just completely went out of whack. Okay. Well, I'm sure It's the other one. Bubblegum. Not a grape. I'm sure Sachi will be willing to do it. Overworked as she might be, maybe I'll pick her up an energy drink. Grab her some of that sick monster energy. Or perhaps another one. What are other ones? Red Bull? Fuck, I don't know. I don't drink energy drinks. Get the fuck out of here, man. I've not had coffee in like a week and a half, which is crazy. Especially since I literally I feel no negative effects of not having it. Now might be the time to drop it. Anyway, mumbling to myself, I leave the dorm and head for the convenience store. It's kind of it's weird. It's been like soda. Like it latches on and I can't ever let go of it, and then suddenly I feel literally nothing and I feel no fucking desire to have it at all. It's so weird. Now if I could just make that happen for the other shit that's still killing me. If I could just have that for food, maybe not completely, just like half and half it, that'd be great. Our routines may have been disrupted by Michiru's absence, but I have been neglecting my training. Running through nature every morning gives you an intimate understanding of the passing of the seasons. These last few days, the air rushing past me has carried a smell suggestive of the imminent end of summer. Ooh, to fall, the best of the seasons. Don't at me, I don't know what that means. I legitimately don't know what that means. I've never gotten it. Like, I can guess, cause like I would assume like on Twitter, so like maybe like you're like calling them out on Twitter, like this motherfucker here said this. It's like what everyone's gonna do when they hear that I like licorice and think that the McRib is kind of. I just remembered what two of those tangents were about now. God, last episode was weird. Point is that what that's supposed to mean? I don't know, dude. I don't know shit. I didn't know what yeet meant until, like, yesterday. That's not accurate. But it wasn't until, like, this year. Anyway. Running through nature every morning. We just said this. Yuuji, shut the fuck up. You don't get to double down. That's my job. I'm the only one who gets to sit here and repeat himself for 20 minutes. just saying things slightly differently as he slowly works his way up to trying to say what he actually means to say. Did I mention last episode was weird? Okay, thank you again for everyone putting up. It was a really weird personal talk. And while I'm not scared of it myself, I'm scared of it in its own weird way, and I talked about it a little bit, so it's its own weird thing. But I felt infinitely safer here talking about it than I talked anywhere else. And I appreciate that, because it means you guys are sweet and you care and I trust you people and you're decent. And thank you. Just wanted to throw that out there. That you guys inherently make me feel safer and better in life. I'll leave this from here on. Okay. Having finished my daily marathon, I took a quick shower in my room. This is the weirdest reading of that sentence. Michiru should be back tomorrow, but it doesn't feel particularly real yet. Not that I doubt she'll be returning, but... You know what also doesn't feel particularly real yet? I'll throw another tangent at you. Resident Evil 8's coming, and it looks really good. Which sucks, in a way, because we did Resident Evil 3 on the channel. By we did Resident Evil 3, I mean I recorded 2 episodes of it, and only like 2 episodes came out, and then I beat it on my own because no one watched it, and it made me very sad. But that's coming out, and it makes me real happy. It makes me real sad that a lot of gaming shit doesn't work out on the channel, because no one watches it, and I don't blame anyone else. It sounds like now I'm going on the attack. I'm like, thanks, you guys make me feel safe, and you ruin all my fun. I'm sorry. but you know, just point is that it was cool. I wanted to mention that in something that I thought it was cool, and I guess this was it. This is just the show where I talk about everything that is Grisaia and also Grisaia. I don't really talk about Grisaia. I do talk about Michiru, though. Having finished my daily marathon, I took a shower in my room. Michiru should be back tomorrow, but doesn't make it vivid. She'll be returning. I told you I get to say it twice. She better. I really need you to stop trying to, like, you're trying to hit me with that, like, Fire Emblem 3 Houses level foreshadowing where every 17 seconds someone's like, I hope everything doesn't suck tomorrow, and then it does. We'll be best friends forever, right? Yeah, that's why you keep saying it every 7 seconds. Right? It's that kind of shit, and it's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. It's... like, I don't hate it as a concept in, like, storytelling, but as a human being, it's one of the most upsetting things when you're playing something or watching something and they constantly go on about how things can't go wrong or how everyone's doing well and how it's gonna be fine. And if you just shut the fuck up about it, maybe it would be, but you have to keep saying it so it doesn't happen and everyone's gonna cry. You know what I'm talking? There's so many different shows that do that. Like, foreshadowing's great, but there's a point when it stops being foreshadowing and it's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face with the future in a second. Hold it for me. It's just and it's worse because it's Michiru. So stop it. It's bad enough when it's everyone in the other cast of that game, which is I love. But this is that next level shit, and I don't like it. This was a purely observatory stay, so the real question is what results the hospital's examinations will have produced. It's a fucking ghost! Not surprising that I'd still fail. Again, they have a different name for it, I'm just saying, that's what it is. Not surprising that I'd still feel a little uneasy, I suppose. I don't believe you, that sounds like Makina. No need for the formalities, come in. Do you wish to play patty cake? And not Roger Rabbit style, I mean just... I don't actually remember how it do. Is that it? I got this shit? Do with me. Don't do me. Just do fucking hell. Unless you look like Michiru, sound like Michiru, have a name like Michiru, are Michiru. In which case, let's talk. Okay. Anyway. Hi, Bubblegum. How you doing? Sachi enters my room. Her expression is slightly troubled. Do we have a situation of some sort? What's wrong? You got a gloomy look on your face. You gonna evolve into a Vileplume? Ha! It's a Pokemon joke. I'm hilarious. Don't come in sounding sad when I'm over here trying to make Pokemon jokes. Speaking of Pokemon, that's coming out soon. That's great. Still gonna play it this fucking week. So now I'm double sad. God damn it, all of you. Michiru? You hear something about her? Does she have a shrine to Yuuji somewhere? That sounds about right. She has terrible taste in men. Okay. So what happened then? Let's hear the details. You're a voice actor. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. You didn't find something, did you? Hopefully, if it is, let it be a funny thing. Which, I mean, when I had this expression, it's inherently a funny thing that I was imagining. You already know what I'm imagining. But then my brain went to sad shit, and I'm like, let's have it be the funny thing, not the sad thing. I know you ain't mind readers, but you know what I'm talking about. Maybe not the sad thing. Like, you have your ideas just as I have my ideas, but we know what I'm talking about with the funny thing. I hate my nose. Stop it. Why does it itch? Why does she itch? That's weird. What? Also would be how can she... Never mind. I'm sorry. Moving on. そこで先ほど部屋を片付け、掃除機をかけ、最後に雑巾で床を水拭きさせていただいたのですが、その最後にどうすればいいかわからない問題がありまして。What kind of problem? A Butterfinger style dilemma, perhaps? Knock something fragile over? Break a lovely vase? You're going to work for the host club for years. I need to watch that again. It's hard to go back and watch that now. It's really sad and difficult to go back and watch. Like, I'm so upset, Nose, if you don't fucking stop. Okay, really pissing me off. Point is, and I'm sure it looks great, too, when I'm doing that. And it's back already. I can feel it. I'm not touching my fucking face. Okay. Point is, Orin High School Host Club's a good show. But it is hard to go back and watch it now. For reasons. I shouldn't let it stop me. I don't let it stop Ruby. But to be fair, Ruby's my favorite. So, you'd have to try really fucking hard to stop me. I'm just saying, it is a good show. With a frustrating individual in it. Okay, anyway. Point is, Butterfingers are great. Also terrible. Can we talk about that for a second? I know we've got important shit to talk about, but I'm just saying, how are Butterfingers simultaneously one of the best and one of the worst, like, candy bars? What is that about? You know what I'm talking about, right? Because, like, it's delicious. It's crunchy and tasty, and it's got peanut butter, it's got chocolate, and I touched my face again. It wasn't the nose, but I touched my face again. Damn you! Points. It tastes delicious. It's weirdly crumbly in a real nice way. And it's got it's got that bite to it. It's wonderful. It's also terrible because that crumble is equally horrible, and also it's always broken. I've never, ever had a damn it, my nose. Ever had a Butterfingers in my... I look like I'm on drugs. And I am, technically, because... That's not the point. I won't let this be a repeat of the last episode, I promise. The point is, they're a fucking mess. They're always broken. I have never had a not broken fucking Butterfingers in the 23 goddamn years I've lived on this earth. I've never had one. It's always broken in half, 3/4, a fucking just a dust in a bag. It's delicious dust. I'm just saying it's really... It is somehow one of the best and one of the worst candies at the same exact time, and I don't know how they do it. I'm sure it's also terrible for you. On like some next level terrible for you. So you can add that to the not great list, but I'm just saying. God damn it, Butterfingers.
いえ、そのようなドジっ子的な問題ではないのです。
You do have me concerned again.
箱を見つけました。
What is wrong with my nose, dude? It's not like in the nose or anything. It's just, it's like the fucking tip. Sounds weird. It's really not great. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I stabbed myself in the fucking nose the other day too. So that if you can see a mark, that is what that is. I didn't do it on purpose. It's not a lot in this world I do on purpose, yet I fuck everything up. Point is, no buttery fingers, thank God, because that's a bitch to wipe off your hands. You trying to fucking wash your hands and you covered in like oil and butter and shit? You're like, the fucking am I supposed to do? It doesn't go. Like, point is, a box. Again, this can either go, haha, oh my, how scandalous, Michiru, you dog. Well, that sounds offensive, but you know what I mean. Oh my goodness. Or it can be incredibly depressing, and the music is making me imagine the former, and I would prefer to keep it that way. Is it the box like I have of Michiru? Okay. A box?
鍵のついた小さな箱でした。私はその中も整理しなくてはと開けにかかりましたが、道具もなしに解錠はできません。
Don't open it, because maybe it doesn't have a fun toy like I was getting at. Maybe it's got like a diary, and that's just, even if it's not sad, maybe it's just rude. Don't go digging in there. Unless she asks you to, but she didn't. I was here. She didn't do that.
そこで電動のこぎりを用意し、みちる様の部屋でスイッチをオンにしました。
Yeah, no, I'd say that does lead to being a problem now, doesn't it?
ドドドドドというモーター音も心地よく、さあ、これで箱も真っ二つであります。
That maybe she'd be slightly upset if you just started fucking chainsawing into shit. It was a choice to give her the keys to your room, Mich. No, it's not, actually. I'm glad you did have a realization. I'm not sure you've committed... You've not stated yet whether you've committed, though. So that has me slightly concerned. But yes, the correct answer is no. It's not okay.
落として割ってしまったとしても、それは自然の摂理ですから仕方ありません。ですが、意図的に破壊していいものか。
No, you said for me to watch your dog, so I just burned your house down. I saw your dog. It was running like hell when the house was on fire. Jesus Christ.
掃除を頼まれた時にどこまで破壊していいのか確認しておけばこんなことにはならなかったのですが。
Yuuji, just assume. I don't know why I was trying to see if I could get him to help me with this, but I don't know. Just assume if it involves you destroying something ever, that probably shouldn't be the first option. Just generally speaking, that shouldn't be the first choice in anything. Honey, will you take out the trash? Got you, hon. Where's the dynamite? That should be probably the last option you assume. Again, huh? Are we doing this? Just take a belt sander to my fucking face? Will that help? Okay. It's fucking so irritating. Cause it looks stupid. Me just sitting here just fucking hitting myself in the face. I had this issue earlier, though it was a different kind of issue. It wasn't like I didn't need to scratch my goddamn nose. It's just, it fucking was twinging with me. In like, I don't remember what the fuck I was recording last week. Was it Nichijou? I think it might have been Nichijou or something, but I was just doing that and I kept fucking touching my nose every 7 seconds. And this is the same thing, but it's different and it's pissing me off. And now you have to suffer through it. I see. Alright then, I'll take care of that box. That's what I say about Michiru. Every single... That is one of the most not flattering terms, by the way. Who came up with that? This is a legitimate question. Who thought that was a good option? There's so many of them that are terrible. Talking about a woman's parts. It's why? Who comes up with some of this shit? How high were these people? We shouldn't let them be linguists because they're bad at their job. That doesn't even make sense geometrically. I'm just saying. Choices are made by humans, and they're always the wrong ones. I'm not saying there's better for dudes either. Like, it's just as terrible in its own way on that side of things too. To be fair, women got it doubly bad in that case, triple if you depend, because there's two. But I'm just saying, like, because then there's that, and there's a bajillion words, and like maybe 2 of them are good. And I mean good in like, yeah, I might say that, or also like, yeah, that's not stupid. Stupid people. We let these people come up with fucking terms for our bodies. Fucking embarrassing. I would take care of... Okay, let's just move on. Point aside. Jesus Christ. That should resolve your issue, right? That would resolve so many of my issues. Let's move on. Let's not dwell on this conversation.
はい、そうしていただけるとありがたく思います。では、これがミチル様の部屋の鍵
Point
で
is,
す。
it's very good. What? Not the word.
ま
You know
だ
what?
手を
Moving on.
つけていない作業がたくさんあるので、失礼させていただきます。
Okay, again, reminder to... Damn it. Reminder to... I need to be done recording today, because I'm gonna lose my mind. Not that I had it, but... Just don't... break shit. I knew there was like a lot of songs in the 90s which were really like, let's break shit. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of those songs. Even that, there's the Limp Bizkit one, which is okay, and I realize it's probably no one really gives a shit, but I'm just saying, like, I like it too. I'm with it. It's not great, but I'm with it. I'm just saying, keep it in the music. Get out a fucking saw. Okay. Let's move on. No one has mentioned Limp Bizkit in 27 years. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's good to laugh after that weird last episode and kind of the sad first one. Anyway, Sachi promptly bows and there was some laughter in that first one too. Anyway, point is, Sachi promptly bows and leaves the room. I drop the key on my desk and fall back onto my bed. Naturally, I have no plans of actually doing anything about this box. What if it's a box that says, I love Yuuji and let me tell you all the many ways. It's like 10 things I hate about you, but it's 10 things I love about you. Which also, wasn't that actually kind of how that... I saw that movie when I was like maybe 6, and I have not watched it again since. I feel like that was kind of the twisty thing towards the end of it. Is that a spoiler? Probably. Does anyone give a shit? No one's talked about that movie since people talked about Limp Bizkit. This is the weirdest. Considering that it's locked, there's probably something Michiru doesn't want to sing inside. No need to get out of my way to poke around. I respect that you have concept of respect in you somewhere, sir. I didn't think it was possible, considering one of the last things you said to her. You fucking nerd. I've noticed I use nerd a lot more these days. And none of it makes sense. It's never in a context that makes sense. Because, like, a nerd was someone who's like, oh, you're a fucking bookworm smarty bitch. Like, that was what it was when I was a kid. And now I say nerd whenever someone's just kind of being goofy. Like, oh, these fucking nerds. And I mean it completely in a nice, sweet, funny term of endearment way. Or I'm like, this person's a nerd, or I'm a nerd. You're such a fucking nerd. And it's just when, like, hey, you're smart, and that's cool. And again, it's still 100% meant as a term of endearment for me. And I don't even know why I said it to him. Because he's not real. And also because it doesn't even make sense. I don't know. I've also always been someone who was very, very much like a proponent of the difference between nerd and geek. Because geek is like, you know, otaku kind of. Like that kind of shit. Like this motherfucker is into all the geekdom. I can't use it in a fucking sentence of how to fucking describe it. That doesn't work. But now it doesn't even really work so much because everyone's a fucking geek. Even the people who aren't are. It's weird. Time's crazy, man. It's crazy. So is my nose. Fucking I pick up a paperback and begin reading once more. But before I'm halfway through the page, there's another knock on my door. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for bubble gum. What's up, Sachi? What's wrong? You put that fucking saw away?
実はドアに耳を当てて室内の様子を伺わせていただいていたのですが、何やら鍵を放り投げる音と
I would say she sees right through you, but she hears right through you apparently. Through your door specifically, actually.
そして最後に読書を開始なさるような紙の音が聞こえたのです。
See, you might be like a secret agent weirdo motherfucker guy, but she's a super spy, and I think she could get into some crazy hitman style shit because she's already dressed like hired help for somewhere, so you can like show up and be like, I work here, bitch. I work at this museum. I clean the floors. I should get a French maid outfit and then go to work. That would be amazing for Halloween because I'm a janitor, so I just fucking show up in a maid outfit. That'd be amazing. Let's go full Neko maid. Me and my brother, I think I've mentioned this and stuff before, but me and my brother at one point were like, dude, let's just dress up as a fucking maid and a nurse. Let's do this. I don't know who's taking what, but let's fucking do it. And we've both been like, fuck yes. And yet, it's never happened because we don't care enough to actually put in any effort. We don't give a shit that Halloween exists as a concept. But I'm just saying, it would be funny. It would be depressing to look at me dressed up like that on Halloween. But he's a very attractive man. So he's fucking like this is embarrassing when you put us side to side. Because this motherfucker, like, I'm taller than he is. That's the one thing I fucking got. But he's like he's built like a crazy fucking cowboy wildman. Motherfucker looks like John Wick. It's fucking ridiculous. And that sounds amazing in a French maid outfit. Or a nurse's outfit. I don't know, I'm just saying I think he would pull it off very, very well. And I would make people cry when I walked into the room. So you want to go look at the box, don't you?
まさかとは思いますが、風見さん、別に小箱ぐらいどうでもいいかなんて思われてはいませんよね。
The scales have fallen from her. I heard that randomly in something else too. I don't remember what it is, but literally something else I had just watched recently. I don't remember if it was Nichijou or Madoka or something. I feel like it wasn't Madoka. I feel it was something that didn't take itself super seriously. So I feel like it would be Nichijou. But like legitimately just heard that again in something else and I'm like, Sachi? What? So that was funny. Anyway. Okay.
この小峰幸との約束を軽んじてはおられませんよね。
A betrayal, sir. Fucking traitor. A one fucking random ass stormtrooper roll up on you, swinging shit at you, being like, you betrayed Sachi, you bastard. And you'd be like, I'm not here in Star Wars. What? Like, all the pieces were there, and none of it went anywhere. Calm yourself. I was just about to head over. You're a fucking liar, too. Can't trust this man for shit. Not a problem. Anyway, yes, I'm planning to go. In 7 years. What now?
一応ミチル様の部屋に行くまでを見届けないと思いまして、私部屋の掃除を任されておりますので、最後の小箱まで面倒を見てこそ任務完了と。
Again, like I'd say, it's repetitive. I know I repeat myself constantly, but like again, I am so entrenched in Michiru at this point. That sounds so weird. That's just more unflattering language. We've got to find better words. English sucks. Point is, or at least my vocabulary specifically sucks. Point is, again, I don't have anywhere near remotely the same connection towards any of the other girls, but goddamn do I love them a lot still. Like, Yumiko is still incredibly adorable and sweet and unexpectedly wholesome and cute as fuck. Sachi is a fucking absolute delight. She's an enigma and terrifying, but she's just an utter goddamn delight every time she's on screen. And, you know, Amane's fucking chill, beautiful, fucking dope friend. Which, again, who weirdly enough has... I always still think it was weird. Like, she was literally the one I had the least for when we started, and I'm like, I think she works as a friend, and she's the only other one besides Michiru at this point where I'm like, a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, no, it's interesting. And Makina exists too, I guess. But yeah. I really enjoy them. They're a lot of fun. Again, we kind of had this discussion in the Discord earlier, fucking talking to Zach, though obviously his tastes lean, when it comes to Grisaia girl greatness, leans, slightly, I almost said slightly whiter. That sounds racist. But I think you might know what I mean. He's, yeah. He's very Kazuki oriented and shit. Which again, the most I fucking have on her is I know what she looks like and what little, almost nothing we fucking heard about her in this game. But yeah, so it was interesting because we were both sitting there talking about it, and obviously I'm very that way with Michiru, and he's very much that way with her, and I just always thought it was interesting. Point is, they make amazing best friends for me. I'd fucking fist bump Sachi every time she walked in the room, but she probably wouldn't get it. Maybe she would. Look at these little fucking fists, just bunk like that. Bunk. That'd be fucking adorable. Actually, she's probably like this fucking tall compared to me. So, not while I'm sitting down, obviously. While I'm standing up, because I'm a frickin' freakish mutant, so I'd have to do like this, or like, none of this is on screen. Point is, they're dope.
その作業の一部を風見さんに託した手前、万が一風見さんが別に小箱ぐらいどうでもいいかと軽んじて。
Yeah, you're not gonna escape this one, bud. All right. I'm not neglecting anything. You want me to go immediately, right? Also, never mind, that works. Oh, I look like an idiot. We're not going to talk about this. That's not how text boxes in games work. That's not how dialogue in this sort of scenario work. I'm just going to move on. Shannon just made an ass of himself, but thankfully he didn't say it out loud. Okay. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
ありがたき幸せです。
Look at her. She's just so happy. She's dope. What's wrong? I'm gonna take care of the box. You can leave now. I promise I won't hide in these bushes.
はい。この小峰幸
Bush.
ドアのこちらで処理が完了するのをお待ちしております。
Bushes about that. That's one bush. I'm fucking love Sachi. She's just such a fucking delight. You're such a handful. Fine, got it. Just wait until I'm done.
はい。
This guy's a little adorable cat friend. And she's got Jigglypuff. And this. And Skitty. And dog and cat. I like Michiru's decoration style. I'd be okay with that. Like, again, I tolerate my situation, visually speaking. But I'm just saying. My decoration would be in good hands. I enter to find the room sparkling clean and neatly organized, just as Sachi said. The only thing even slightly out of place is the small box resting on Michiru's bed. I don't see a box, you fucking liars! Front wing. And they thought Yuuji was the one betraying trust. It's an unassuming, simple little wooden chest, but notably solid and sturdy. You can imagine a pirate stashing treasure in this thing. Captain Emmy's been here. Damn it. Probably a handmade product from a local general store. Yeah, we got these boxes all made the other day down at the old lumber mill. I don't know why I wasted 10 seconds of your life doing that. Seems fairly well worn from the years of use. Sachi? You still being a goddamn gargoyle? Sounds about right. Sachi responds instantly. She's clearly hovering just outside, just staring into the fucking door. Waiting for me to deal with the box. Feels like I've gotten roped into an explosive ordnance disposal detail. Could have said bomb squad. You fucking fancy bitch. Taking the box in my hands, I begin to fiddle around idly with the lock. Don't shake it, though. Maybe there's a gerbil in there. You absolutely determined to have me look inside this thing? God damn it, fingers.
そうですね。何しろ掃除を任されましたので、小箱といっても軽んじるわけには。
Alright. Just fucking breathe.
はい。
Wow, she holding her breath right now. She didn't listen to me. Well then, what's the next move? I'm naturally a bit reluctant to open Michiru's private property without her approval. This is, again, your growth is astonishing, lad. I would have assumed out the gate you'd be like, cool, lockpick. I'm in 100%. Let's see. Fucking secrets. Shows how little faith I actually have in you, Yuuji. That being said, I can't exactly stand around here all day. I have to think of some excuse and persuade Sachi. Sachi, my friend, where did you find this? I see. If she didn't hide the thing, that doesn't mean she doesn't particularly mind if someone looks inside. Tricky judgment call. I don't know about that one. I mean, it would definitely be a little more complicated. I will say this, to be fair, there's a certain level of understanding that I can come to from that. Because, like, if it was under the bed, in a closet, hidden in a drawer, it definitely has an extra level of my treasure to it, or whatever that may be. But yeah. So either she's very clumsy, which I most certainly would never think to consider Michiru foolish or clumsy in any way, shape, or form. That would be preposterous. I say it with love and so much sarcasm. Point is, or yeah, maybe it isn't something too particularly upsetting. I am so sorry you've had to sit through fucking 3 episodes of me just going fucking apeshit on my nose. It's so irritating. Because it refuses to stop, and I don't know what's wrong. It just... It's like someone has a fucking feather and just keeps going... every fucking 10 seconds. If you didn't hide the thing... What I just said. Crap, I was just playing around with the box absentmindedly and I got the thing open without even realizing it. Curse my instinctive kleptomania. Butterfingers. Okay, I'm sorry. A mechanism this easily picked barely even counts as a lot. I just accidentally happened to play my level 100 rogue skills and shit. Hit it with that fucking alteration magic and shit. Alteration. Yes, that would make sense, right? It has to be. What else would it be? It was yes. Because you're all yes. Okay. Surely you'd guard anything you really wanted to protect a little more securely. I remind you, with all of the love in my heart, that Michiru is kind of dumb. And we love her for it, in spite of it, alongside of it, but it doesn't make it not true. Also, I don't like it that the music stopped, because either it's going to come in with a funny beat, or it's going to come in with a sadness, and I don't know which. Because it not really matters now that I've opened it, may as well take a look. To be honest, I'm a little curious myself, of course you are. And I've half convinced myself of the dubious theory that the girl actually wanted someone to look inside. Well, whatever my excuse, I opened up Michiru's box and peer inside. It's where you find out she really was an alien the whole time. What's this? I don't know, but I'm a little concerned. Well, this is a music box. That would be sweet. It won't be, but that would... Music boxes are really cute. Sorry, but be quiet for a second. There's several small notebooks and a number of photographs inside. The majority of the pictures seem to have been taken before I arrived at the school, mainly casual snapshots and group photos featuring Michiru's classmates. Oh. But in each... But in each and every one, Michiru's face has been cut out from the image. The rest is left intact, removing only herself from the world, but preserving the others carefully. That is the most fucking upsetting shit in the goddamn world. Again, because, I've said it a bajillion times, but, like, when she's, like, my favorite thing on Earth, period, and she doesn't actually even exist, and she's still that. and everything that's going on in her head is, oh yeah, wish I didn't exist. And that's the most depressing shit in the fucking world. I thoroughly examined the photographs one by one. There's a shot of Michiru sandwiched between Makina and Amane, Michiru leaning against a slightly embarrassed Sakaki, Michiru having her shoulders massaged by Sachi. In every case, Michiru's face alone is precisely snipped out with scissors. At a glimpse, these all appear to be taken in happy moments, but that's probably exactly why she did this. Michiru must have felt that she didn't belong there. The girl must have been unable to accept the presence of her false self in these happy scenes. The notebooks are filled with memos written in small characters, notes on the performance she's been putting on with the school. There are also extensive itemized lists concerning Sakaki, Amane, Makina, and Sachi's likes and dislikes. Notes on what makes them upset and happy, clearly accumulated through careful trial and error. Again, I've said it all before, so I'd just be repeating myself, but it's just so fucking depressing how much a lot of it hits personally and how much a lot of it just hits because of how she views herself and how I literally view the exact opposite, and it's so upsetting. Seems pretty clear this girl was using this as a reference for her many small acts of kindness. That girl. My honest thoughts slip out of my mouth against my will. She's trying so fucking hard with everything and has no fucking faith in herself. And I hate it so much. Yeah. But god damn it. You just want to fucking be with her. Even after all this effort, Michiru didn't exactly pull off the charade, did she? Sometimes her act was more convincing than others, but as the whole, she was just trying way too hard. That tsundere character must have been part of her plan as well, but I saw through it on the very first day, and of course everyone else knows that that's not her true nature. Even so, she stuck with it, convinced that playing the clown was the only way she could be anything but a nuisance. Give her an A for effort, but seriously. Handwriting seems to be another weakness of Michiru's. Fucking A. Literally just the same person, aside from the ghost and and the heart. Her thoughts and feelings spell out across the pages in characters that even the most generous observer would have to call sloppy. Yeah, I'm sure she was also in a completely positive state of mind while she's been writing all that shit too. But I'm only laughing at first. The earnest notes on her classmates and dubious strategies of forming smooth relationships eventually give way to a diary. Its contents are largely occupied with the terror she feels towards her other self. Flipping through the pages, I jump through the story in chronological order. "5:15.
心臓が痛い。もうとっくに慣れたと思っていたのに、この痛みは体が張り裂けそうになる。嫌なことが起こると現実から逃げたくなる。世界が怖い。でも生きていかなくちゃいけない。私のような人間が誰かの役に立てるなんて思ってないけど、迷惑だけはかけたくない。
Again, it's so upsetting when it's the exact fucking opposite way I look at it. Like, couldn't be more wrong. and
だから記憶がなくなるようなことはもう起こってほしくない。 本当に怖い。私が私で亡くなるのは怖い。
519.
みんなと話している時に記憶が一瞬なくなった。一瞬だと思っていたけど、それはかなり長い時間だったようだ。それでもその場は何事もなかったかのようだった。また昔みたいになるのは怖い。そうならないように薬を飲まなくちゃいけない。私は私でいなくちゃいけない。
Again. And then you add all that onto it. Not only does she have absolutely no faith in herself, but also she has a completely fucked situation that just exacerbates that so much. And just terrifying. I can't fathom what that would be like. 525.
今日学園に男の人が来た。彼は私の性格を疑っているようだ。もっとうまくやらなくてはいけない。
I also really appreciate how, as the game progresses on, it keeps going out of its way at every opportunity to try and make what was an incredibly adorable, sweet, fun moment when we meet her just incredibly depressing. So, thank you. You know, I love it. 5:30.
よくわからない。あの人はつかめない。いつも怒っているの？嫌われなければいいんだけど。頭の良い人は苦手だ。私を見下すから。でもユージはみんなを見下しているようにも見える。ちょっと
Yuuji's fucking complicated. 6:10.
記憶がなくなると嫌なことばかりだったけど、嬉しいことが起こった。海の近くで猫を見つけた。猫は黒くて小さくて、肉球がプニプニで可愛かった。餌をあげたら怒られるだろうか。
I miss my boy so much. It was yesterday. Yay. 6:13.
猫が仲良くしてくれた。嬉しかった。チーズかまぼこをあげたのが良かったのだろうか。今度はワンタンをあげてみよう。
Kyle, all about that cheese flavored fish paste. That sounds disgusting, Kyle, but you know, you do you. It's hard to do this voice when in a sad scene, but you know, it's pretty tasty, I guess. Fuck. I tried to do it and I just got so sad. Again, Kyle, he's always gonna hold a fucking place in my heart, and it's always gonna be a fun little bit I can do, even with how it went down. Cause again, that fucking little bastard's basically a mascot for my fucking channel at this goddamn point. But boy, it gets harder and harder to find a good time to do a fucking Kyle joke these days. Fuck.
あまり仲良くしない方がいいのも分かってる。もし猫がいなくなったら、すごく寂しくなる。どこかに行ってしまったら、私はどうしたらいいか分からない。
6:17.
今日、猫といるところをユージに見られた。
This is the cutest fucking thing in the world. There ain't nothing to... Should be embarrassed about that. 7:22.
生まれて初めてキスをした。というか、された。 なぜユージはそんなことをしたのだろう。意味がわからない。あの人はここに来てからずっと意味がわからない。もう彼の目を見て話せないかもしれない。ユージのバカ。ユージのバカ。夏休みにみんなが出かけるらしい。ユージと二人になるなんて無理。どうしよう。ユージとデートごっこした。あれは全部嘘だから失うことはない。だって最初から何もないから。またしたい。すごく。プレゼントに石をたくさんもらった。すごく嬉しかった。大切にしよう。猫に名前をつけた。ニャンメル。ニャンメルって変な名前。でも
That's a pretty goddamn good name, even if I fucking have my own bullshit. Fuck.
けど名前なんてつけて大丈夫だろうか。どこかに逃げて行ったりしない？私は本当にそれが怖い。みんなが帰ってきた。嬉しいけど怖い。ユージが私だけのものじゃなくなってしまった。でも最初から私とはただのごっこだから大丈夫。みんなといると楽しいけど苦しい。心臓が痛い。変だ。困った。困ったぞ。困る。私じゃない私がいる。ねえ、これも読んでるの？あなたはどこにいるの？ニャンメルがいなくなった。やっぱり私は置いていかれてしまった。具合が悪い。ずっと頭の中に霧がかかったみたい。もうここは私の居場所じゃないのかもしれない。
Fucking hate this so much.
あなたの方がうまくやれる。ずっとうまくやれるはず。お願い。私はもう無理。お願い。あなたがやって。今日はユージと一緒に眠ることができた。幸せだった。ユージに全部話した。あなたのことも話した。たくさん話した。あなたはどう思った？私は本当に幸せだったけど、嫌われたらどうしようって怖かったよ。明日から入院することになった。私はもうこのままユージの思い出だけでそれで終わりでいい。私はもう消えたい。
Remember when I fucking said you be ready to go fucking chase her down?
ユージとの関係が壊れたり、学園のみんなと離れたり、怖いことがもしこの先起こるとしたら耐えられない。だから私はもう終わりにします。ね、お返事ください。
I don't fucking like that fucking
あなたのこと
phraseology.
最初は大嫌いで嫌なやつだと思っていたけど、そんなことないんでしょ。だったら少しは私のお願いを聞いてくれてもいいんじゃない。お願いです。お返事をください。はじめまして。こうして君に気持ちを伝えることになるなんて思わなかった。君の体で君の知らない間にいろいろなことをしてごめんなさい。でも悪気はなかったの。
You know, it did seem like she did fucking care about her. It's like her whole thing the entire time has always been, hey, trying to fucking protect her. She's going through some shit. She's losing her fucking mind. She's been sitting here suffering this whole fucking time. Gotta do something to try and help her.
私、君がたくさん頑張っているのも知ってる。君が辛いのも知ってる。力になってあげようとしたけど、うまくいかなくてごめんね。君の親友になりたかった。いつだってそばに寄り添っていて、困ったことがあったら助けてあげたかった。頭を撫でて、一人の夜も怖くはないってキスしてあげたかった。でもそれが逆に君を傷つけちゃったんだね。消えるなんて言わないで。もし消えるとしても、それは私の役目。この体は君のものでしょ。だからちゃんと検査を受けてしっかり生きてください。はじめまして。本当にお返事をくれるなんて思わなかったので、すごく驚いています。
It's gotta be a fucking trip for my girl to go through, man. Because at least Homegirl is obviously is very much aware of how it is between, very much aware of her place in Michiru's head. But yeah, again, just so much of her situation to be fucking terrifying for Michiru herself. It's a little bit different circumstances too, but the other one was much less sad. I actually really like this scene, though. Again, despite the kind of sad shit that's happening in it, because I don't know, it reminds me of something from my favorite movie. So I don't know, I don't know. Still fucking depressing.
今は朝の早い時間です。これから病院に行かなくてはいけません。だからちゃんとお返事をかけるかどうか心配です。もうすぐユージが部屋まで迎えに来るはずです。あなたはやっぱり優しくて頭が良くて、それで
Again, she seems really cool.
私に向いていると思います。
She really does. But not better. She's her own thing. I love for her to just be her own person and hang out and be cool. She seems dope, kind of sassy, but you know, yeah, never fucking trade you for her.
私はバカだし、頭悪いから頑張ってもダメでした。もうこれ以上何かを失うのは怖いです。
Again, it sucks because she's her and she's great. Yeah, she's not the brightest, and yeah, she has her issues and stuff, but she's goddamn perfect in spite of that, and it's so sad that everything else gets overshadowed by her faults and her flaws. She deserves so much better than that. I also just realized again, my stupid fucking box is covering half the text. At least it's all being read, but yeah. It's all being read in a different fucking language. That doesn't help. You know what I mean.
悲しい気持ちになると暗闇の中にすっと落ちていくような感じになります。その間、きっとあなたが私として表面に出ているのだと思います。私は暗闇の中で膝を抱えて小さくぎゅっと目をつむって丸くなっています。その暗闇が怖くなっていよいよ我慢できなくなると光を求めて目を開けます。そうするとあなたと入れ替わってこの世界に戻ってくるというわけです。ごめんなさい。私はもう終わりにします。今度そうなった時は目を開けずにずっと暗闇の中で過ごします。だってそうすればきっとずっとあなたが私でいられると思うから。ややこしくてごめんなさい。とにかく私はもう終わりです。これからはあなたにお任せします。あなたなら誰にも嫌われず何も失わずにうまく生きていけると思います。
I hate it all the more too, because not only is it just like I appreciate her, but everyone in the fucking game appreciates her. Like, yeah, they're probably not always the best at showing it, and they're a fucking goofy bunch, but they all still care about her. She's still their fucking friend. Yuuji obviously gives a fuck at least a little, and more so as time is going on, I think. But just how much she just is so locked into the past, she can't ever imagine a future where it doesn't end the same way. And I get that because I'm very much in a similar situation with other stuff where I just cannot do things because shit's gone wrong in the past when I did certain things, and I don't want to deal with that ever again, so I don't. I run the fuck away from it and stuff like that. So, like, I get it, but it's so fucking hard, because when it's me, it sucks, but I'm the one making the choice. When it's them, it's fucking heartbreaking, which I'm sure is supposed to lead to some sort of personal self-reflection for me, but it just fucking sucks.
よろしくお伝えください。愛していたとかそういうのは言わなくていいです。ただ彼とずっと仲良くしてください。お願いします。あ、今ドアがノックされました。この学園を出て病院に行ったらもうユージとも会えないしみんなともお別れなんですね。生きてるって失い続けることなんですね。とてもとても
I mean, I won't pretend for a moment that it isn't that,
辛いです。
but it doesn't have to just be that. And I'm just
ユージがドアの向こうから私の名前を呼んでいます。私は彼に名前を呼ばれることが大好きでした。
You better fucking run after her and just scream her name. I hit him with, how was it, 12 times? Get your ass in gear,
最
Yuuji.
後にわがままを言って何度か名前を呼んでもらおうと。それぐらいいいよね。 名前を呼ばれるとドキドキするんです。本当に行かなくちゃ。さようなら。
And closed the notebook and put it away. At the very bottom of the box, she stowed the rocks I gave her on our first play date. I told the girl to throw them away, but it seems she just didn't listen. To anyone else, they just looked like stones, but to Michiru, they must have been a treasure of sorts. If it was gonna turn out like this, maybe I should have given her something a little bit more respectable after all. But it's too late for regrets. Time doesn't wait for us to realize our mistakes. That's just how this world works. I shut the lid and pushed the box deep inside Michiru's closet. I repeat, you better fucking run after her. Do something. Sachi, I'm done with that box.
さすが風見さんです。それで、あの箱の中は何だったんですか?
Not great. That's what they were. The contents? Ah, right. After thinking the matter over for a moment, I offer a brief response. It was empty.
から? なるほど。わかりました。では、掃除は完了ですね。
That's right. Nice work, by the way. Place is really sparkling. Michiru will definitely be overjoyed when she gets back.
いえ、私にとっては当たり前のことですから。でも、それでみちる様が喜んでくれるなら嬉しいですね。早く明日にならないかな。
Please don't fucking show up tomorrow and it's just Mich or fucking Michitu or whatever the fuck. Though I will say in there it did seem like towards the end there was room for some symbolism and foreshadowing, I think. Whether or not that is the case, I do feel like towards the end there was some of that. Just some of the phrasing, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of hope, I guess. True enough. Hope tomorrow gets here quickly. Sachi trots down off the hallway with a spring in her step. I lean against Michiru's door and heave a laden sigh. That fucking sucked. Well, this episode's clearly gone on for a long fucking minute, and I'm sure everything's completely desynced at this point, because after about an hour and 15 minutes it really starts to do that, so that probably sucks. Yeah, I suppose I'm gonna call it there, guys, and I will come back next time. And I guess we'll hopefully see what happened, and hopefully it's not bad. And if it is, I sincerely hope we can pull her out of it. And we fucking better. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye, guys.